The gates of the Owa kingdom groaned open as the traitors returned, not as villains, but as victors. Juma, Kato, and Bira rode at the head of a weary procession, cloaked in blood and silence. Okoro's absence was explained with carefully crafted lies. Ambushed beasts, valiant sacrifice, a noble death in the name of the kingdom. The villagers wept. They sang songs for Okoro, lit fires for his spirit, and embraced the three as heroes. Feasts were held, drums pounded into the night, children danced in the dust. But beneath the celebration, an unease began to settle in, like smoke that refused to clear. The skies stayed grey. The first omen came the morning after their return. The birds, normally loud in their morning chorus, had vanished. The trees stood eerily silent. By the end of the week, livestock began to run away or fall sick. Crops shriveled in the fields. Despite no change in season, the rains stopped. And then came the nightmares. Kato woke each night clutching his throat, convinced something had crawled into his bed. Juma claimed to hear drums from beneath the earth. Bira sat awake in his hut, scratching cymbals into the wooden floor with a bone. "It's nothing," Juma scoffed one morning, though his eyes were bloodshot. "The guilt of success, perhaps." But guilt doesn't make rivers dry or goats give birth to stillborns. The villagers began to whisper behind their hands. The old ones, the keepers of the oral traditions, remembered what had happened the last time a warrior's death was hidden behind false tales. They spoke of Nzu, the ancient justice that protected the Lionheart's bloodline. "They broke the circle," said Mwana Sifu, the village seer. "The throne knows." For in the palace, the obsidian throne upon which Okoro once sat, now sat cold and untouchable. No matter how the betrayers tried, it refused them. Each time Juma placed himself upon it, he felt burning in his chest, as though something was pushing him back out of his own body. Kato claimed the air in the throne room tasted of ash. Bira wept without knowing why every time he approached it. Still, they ruled, or tried to, but the kingdom did not listen. One evening, a goat was found gutted at the foot of the ancestral shrine, its entrails forming the shape of a lion's paw. That night, the clouds returned, but they rained not water, but red dust that choked the villagers and turned the river to sludge. The people no longer cheered for the warriors. Children avoided their gaze. Mothers spit on the ground where they passed. One by one, their minds began to fracture. Bira claimed Okoro stood in the shadows each night, saying nothing, only watching. Juma refused to sleep indoors. Kato carved a mask from the skull of a wildcat and wore it at all hours, saying it protected him from the eyes. Then one night, a scream shattered the silence. Juma's hut was empty, the walls were covered in scratch marks, and the word Ndulila, return, scrawled in blood. The curse had teeth now. And in the darkened corners of the palace, where moonlight could not reach, a low growl echoed, not of an animal, but of something ancient, something betrayed, something waiting.